I am here today to talk about the rice grain 1121 Basmati. 11-21 जो हिंदी में बोलते हैं. For beginners, how do you look at any rice is the first thing that you categorize rice as whether it is a Basmati or a non-Basmati, right? And the very simple reason to identify just by looking is the grain length. So 1121 is supposed to be the king of Basmati rice, right? Or the queen of Basmati rice, which means it is the longest grain at the moment. The grain length, which is about 8 to 8.5 mm, right? When cooked, it further elongates to a very long grain. So that's the one way of looking at it. The other second immediate way of looking at a rice as soon as you see it is whether this rice is raw, steam, parboiled. The parboiled in Basmati, as we all know, is called Sella. In Sella, again, because it is parboiled, you can have three shades. You could have a very white color shade, you could have a very yellow color shade, and then you can have a medium yellow color shade. So this is grouped as white Sella, creamy Sella, and golden Sella. The golden Sella is more gold, yellow, darker in color. Now, as I said, for beginners, these are the points that you will look at. And the second thing is, once you know whether you are buying white Sella, then these have price points and these have regions where this is, very predominantly grown, huge quantities, a high number of rice mills, etc. So normally 1121 is the preferred destination to buy this is normally Punjab, whereas the other varieties like 1509 etc. are in Haryana and UP. Punjab is the place where you get the Basmati the most. Now the price points of white Sella versus creamy Sella versus golden Sella will differ. Normally the raw and steam are highly priced and the Sella are a little bit low priced, because when you process raw directly without steaming or without boiling, it leads into a lot of brokens and the millers have to compensate for the brokens, and that is why the pricing is adjusted accordingly. So parboiled, I think today's day of mill is anywhere between 80 rupees to 85 rupees, right? If you have to get a precise price, you can go on our WhatsApp 831774974 and you can see the latest prices of any rice in India. So steam would be about 90 plus and the raw is about 90 to 100 rupees per kg. From an export perspective, what happened to Basmati was recently Indian government had introduced MEP, a minimum export price, which had to be $1,200 per ton FOB, right? So I'm quickly taking my calculator out here, and what am I doing right now is I will do 1,200 into 83, for example, which is 99.6. So the government was saying that your FOB price has to be minimum 99.6 rupees. And just for calculation purposes, just to get a rough idea, I will deduct say about 6 rupees from this, because FOB is at the port, so I minus 6 rupees by deducting the cost of transport, cost of agent and the bags, etc. right? So roughly about 93 rupees if you have your rice price as X mill, you would still be qualifying that you can file it at 1,200 and ship. But then there came a further relief by the government saying that now we're going to reduce the 1,200 MEP to $950 per ton FOB, right? At 950 into 83, that's about 78.8, which is 79 rupees as your FOB. When you say 79 rupees as your FOB, then what happens is further lower varieties of Basmati than 1121 also starts getting qualified to get exported. Right? So this is how it is. So I hope you like the content on 1121 Basmati. There is much that you can go deeper into this. PWIP stands for just that. Anything that you need in terms of rice, exports, the trade, etc. You can learn a lot on our different channels that we have: WhatsApp, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube. And if you still didn't get your answer, leave us a comment, leave us a message, or just call us and talk to us. Thank you.